Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Henry and I'm back with another diorama. And I just wanted to go ahead and share my process with this new dial that I'm working on. And this is a smaller dial. The floor is 12 inches deep and 14 inches long. And as usual, the walls are 12 inches tall. And the story behind this diorama is I was contacted a while back by a fellow Instagrammer, and he wanted something similar to the one I did a while back for my nephew. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but he wanted something similar to it. But like always, I try to do something different to each diorama, and this is what I'm doing with this one. The other one, I think it had two doors, a bigger door. I'll try to link that video to this one so you guys can check that out. But on this one, I went with these two windows, and that door is gonna be a metal door, and then I went with a longer vent on the top. And I say I'm about maybe about 70% done. 60-70% done. I still gotta work on those windows, and on the door I still gotta work on that door as well, paint those pipes, and some weathering to the walls and to the ground as well. And let me give you the closer shots on the floor. Here we go. Yeah, so I think that's about it with this dial for right now. I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated and see where it takes me. And but yeah. Okay, and we're back with this dial, this finished dial. So let's go ahead and put it together. Here are the magnets, one here and one over here. There we go. Let's put the other one in. There we go. Okay. So this one's ready to go. Before I get into all the detail, let's go ahead and let's get a closer look at this dial before we go in it. Here's the door, the floor, and the other wall. There you go. And some of the pipe work I did on it. Alrighty. Okay, so well, let me go ahead and put the accessories in it. I made these yellow posts, and these are supposed to be protecting the pipe work if it was a real warehouse. A little bit of balsa wood, and some glass, and of course for this side as well. A little bit of trash. I had more trash. Anyways, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the measurements real quick. The size of the diorama. The floor is actually 12 inches deep, 14 inches long, and both of the walls are 12 inches. So yeah, and let's start with this wall. There's really not much to say on this dial, since I think it's kind of, it has a lot of detail, but yeah, it is kind of simple. I didn't do any brickwork on it, and not because I didn't want to, but I think well, I don't like doing bricks, but if that's what they want, I'll go ahead and make it. But other than that, I'd rather keep it away. I'd rather stay away from the bricks and do something like this. I'd rather do this. I think it looks more more real. more realistic. So anyways, let's go ahead and start with this side. Right here, I think I went with I think it would be like a vent. I don't know, you guys tell me. Maybe like a vent, maybe like a, yeah, like a vent window type or something. And right here I went ahead and added like a middle door. Right here I actually cut all the way through. I was gonna go ahead and make it removable, but once I asked the customer if he wanted it like that, he said he didn't really have a need for that. So I went ahead and I'm moving my phone too much. Let's just put it right here. So I went ahead and talked to the customer, and he said he didn't have no need for it. So I went ahead and glued it, and now it's permanent and it's not going anywhere. So for this little trim right here, I actually used another type of foam, a thinner foam, also that I got at Michael's, and that was also like $1 or so. So I use that foam. I usually use Manila folder for this. It gives you a thinner look, but I think this looks, I'll give you guys a closer look. I think it looks a little bit better, maybe the same. There you go. And the way I make my rust, that's just regular brown on it, and I apply it by using a sponge. I'll go like some sort of a dry brushing. I'll go ahead and use a sponge, and I'll put a little bit of paint on it, and then just take all the paint off and start poking at it here and there until I get that look. And here you'll see a little sign that I added, and those I get them off of Google, and I'll just print them out. And on this one, now that when I go for this look, for this old look, I'll go ahead and dip them in coffee for a while, for they could get that look, that yellow old look that they have for that. And here, as you guys already know, this is just straw, and I use those connectors from the 99-cent store. I believe they're called silly straws. And the little valve, my brother hooked it up for me. Big thanks to my bro. Thank you, brother. And those yellow posts are from those brushes with the sponge on it. Just go ahead and take the tops off, and they work pretty good. You just gotta make sure you balance it right, and it'll stay for a while. There we go. And moving on. And I went ahead and created these windows, and that's balsa wood. The trim is balsa wood, and the inside is balsa wood as well. And this little electrical box is actually made of a foam. It's actually made out of foam. It's a little electrical box that I made, and I added some wires. Let me know what you guys think about that. There you go. And here's a quick look at the floor. The floor is really just very simple. Just a square pattern that I did, and then I added all the little trash to it. Here's a little bit of cat litter that I added, and here's more. All that is glued together with the cat litter. And I was gonna go ahead and glue all the trash together, but I think I'm gonna start doing that, just leaving it loose. That way whoever gets it could go ahead and put it wherever they want. I think that's a better idea. Excuse me. And I don't know if I already said it, but those the windows are actually plastic from one of those Marble Legends clamps, just in case. I know I said it a lot of times in my videos, but yeah, here's the dial, and I really do like how this one came out, the colors that I used, the top, the bottom. I think it looks really good. Oh well, that's my opinion. I gotta say it right because I made it. So yeah, that's where we're at with this one. And I also created a couple of things that I'm sending out to him. He wanted a little trash can. Bought these from one of the WWE stores. I don't know the website, so you have to Google that if you want to. And what I did here, I just weatherized it from the back. I had a couple of signs. Added some rust to it, some grime, and it looks pretty good. That's that. And I also made him 2 pallets to go with the dial. There we go. So you guys can see the scale on that. So yeah, that's all he's getting. That's all the setup he's getting. And I'm out. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Talk to you guys later. Peace. Here's a quick shot that I'm working on the new diorama. And had this stuff for a while. Been working on other stuff, and I just that's usually how I take my shots. I'll just set them up, leave them there for a while, see what needs to be done, and come back to it. But I think this was ready to go up. I have a few lights, finger lights on the side, and my main light on top. And this will be like my seaside right here. I have Spider-Man on the bottom. He's crawling out of the way. We have the foes on top. Seems that they took care of Spidey. Spidey's over on the floor. Doesn't really know where he's at. And yeah, that's my shot. One cutout with a little wax and black.